So, last Saturday, my friends and I found ourselves with a couple of free hours and an invitation from our buddy Steve for a mystery dinner at his place. Now, Steve's always been the guy with a penchant for the unusual. He once hosted a party where the dress code was just wear something that smells like cheese. Still, we were intrigued and, let's be honest, a little hungry, so we agreed to join in, hoping for a surprise menu that might involve something exotic or at least a new take on comfort food. As we arrived, Steve greeted us in a toga, which honestly just seemed like par for the course with him. He led us to a dining room adorned with fake Roman columns and plastic grapes hanging from the ceiling. The table was set with plates that looked like they belonged in a museum, and menus written entirely in Latin. Steve, with a twinkle in his eye, insisted this was a culinary journey through history. We all exchanged looks, trying to decipher whether we should have brushed up on our high school Latin or just taken Steve's word for it that polmentum was anything more than an exotic word for snack. The first couple of courses were amusingly underwhelming, featuring dishes like fructus secundus, second fruit, which turned out to be a banana, and aqua pura, tap water in a fancy glass. But the real kicker came with the main course, carnes communis, which Steve dramatically unveiled as slices of bologna, garnished with parsley for that extra touch of mystery. At this point, we realized the real mystery was how Steve managed to convince us this was a gourmet meal. We laughed it off, admiring his commitment to the theme, when suddenly, Steve began an elaborate speech on the virtues of humble dishes representing the simple life of ancient Romans. As the evening wore on and our plates of bologna dwindled, Steve, with a grin that suggested he had been waiting for this moment all evening, stood up to make a toast. "Friends," he proclaimed, raising his glass of vinum, which was clearly just grape juice, "tonight, we feast like emperors, not on filet mignon or caviar, but on something far more profound and telling." He paused dramatically, letting the gravity of his words settle in. Then he delivered the punchline, "After all, isn't life itself just a series of bologna stories, both literal and figurative?" We groaned collectively, the pun as thick as the slices of bologna, but we couldn't help but chuckle at the absurdity of it all.